Hallo liebe Zockerfreunde, willkommen bei meinem Format 30 Minuten mit. Heute möchte ich euch präsentieren Rory McILROY PGA Tour. Worum geht's? Natürlich Golf. So, da sind wir auch schon. Machen wir ein bisschen Game Sound an und starten das. Ja, bla bla. EA mit Knebel Connection hier. Dann starten wir die 30 Minuten mal.
Limitless. The ability to break free. To experience golf in ways you never thought possible. Taking your game to levels once only dreamed of. Welcome to the next generation of golf. This is EA Sports Rory McILROY PGA Tour. Hello again, everyone. This is Rich Lerner here to walk you through some lessons on how to play EA Sports Rory McILROY PGA Tour. We'll start with lessons that teach you how to set up different shots. Let's get started.
Phew, dann starten wir mal, wa? Was sagt ihr? Play, shoot lessons.
The first thing you need to know is how to aim your shot.
Try it now.
Change your aim direction to aim at the targets and pass this lesson.
I'm direction
Picking the right
complete.
club is another key to shot selection.
LT, RT, try now.
Your current club is always displayed here.
Okay.
Change your club to aim at the targets and pass this lesson.
Oh.
There are 6 basic shot types built into the game for you to use.
Change to your type. Okay.
Your current shot type is always displayed here.
Yes, sir.
A full shot aims your club at its maximum distance. A choke shot aims you a little shorter than the club's maximum distance. A punch shot is a low shot used to get out of the trees or keep the ball under the wind. A pitch shot is useful when you get near the green. A flop shot is useful near the green when you need the ball to stop quickly.
Okay.
A chip shot is useful when you are right next to the green and have a lot of room to work with.
Was nu? Hallo? Hold X until your shoot resets to default. Okay.
Creating custom shots starts with knowing how to change your aim distance. Change your aim distance to aim at the target and pass this lesson. You can further customize your shots by using shot shaping.
Okay.
Your shot shaping meter will show up here when you are
Fuck
actively
you.
using it.
Mhm.
Change your shot shape to aim through the rings and pass this lesson. There are 3 different ways to play the game. Each offers a unique swing mechanic and supporting settings.
A fun and simple stick swing Mechanik. Wir machen
The
Arcade.
arcade style uses a simple analog stick swing. Additional aids like zoom and an aiming arc make this an easy and fun way to play. When you pull down on the swing stick, the golfer's animation will begin. The backswing meter will begin to fill. When the meter gets full, you want to push up on the swing stick. A readout of your swing will appear after you hit your shot.
Yes. Sah da gut aus. Shot, swing. Nochmal? Ne. A, erlebe.
The arcade style also gives you the ability to boost your power and add spin to shots. The power boost meter will show you how much power you are adding to your shot.
Perform a swing while tapping A or B.
The spin meter shows you the speed and direction of your mid-air spin.
Power and spin complete.
The arcade style automatically shortens your swing animation as you aim for shorter shots. The backswing meter will fill quicker and the animation will come to a stop sooner.
Short, shoot.
Now that you know how to play and your training is complete, you can keep this style. Practice some more.
Continue.
So many historic moments have played out before our eyes in major championships, and today, two of the top players in the world are set to tee off. Rory McILROY holding a one-shot lead over Martin Keimer. It's the final round of the U.S. Open Championship at Chambers Bay.
Going into, the final round of any golf tournament with a chance to win, especially a major championship, it's a huge buzz. That's the only way I can describe it. It's the best feeling a golfer can have because you're in the mix and you're in with a chance to win one of the biggest tournaments in the world. It's an incredible feeling. It's something that you may only get to experience a handful of times in your life. So, that atmosphere, you want to soak it in as much as you can and really enjoy it.
Rory McILROY coming off a strong performance yesterday, now making his way to that first tee box and looking to add another major championship trophy to his already growing collection.
And Rich, there's no doubt both golfers will be nervous until they get that very first tee shot under their belt.
The first tee shot is probably the most difficult because you've been thinking about that shot since the night before. Once you get that first shot out of the way, you calm down, you're a little more settled, you're not quite as anxious or nervous, and you sort of get into the rhythm of the round. You want to get off to the best start possible, and obviously that starts with that first tee shot.
Well, there he is, Rory McILROY, a past U.S. Open winner, set to tee off on what could be an historic day of golf, set against the beautiful Puget Sound.
Okay.
And he's underway. Frank, it looks like a good one.
Yeah, it looked like a free-flowing swing, that's for sure. It certainly betrayed the nervous feeling that we thought he might be feeling on the first tee. And
Ein Hole in One, was denn los hier?
But you've been there, Frank. Nerves are good on the first tee, even for great players.
if you can control them.
Schlecht.
Frank, tricky little shot from 145 for McIlroy.
You'd imagine with a little bit of nervous energy, probably only a wedge though for Rory. Just something in between the flag and the bunkers on the right. Use the terrain of the green.
So ich so viel Blabla da mitgemacht. Focus Aim. Jetzt habe ich null Ahnung, wie ich hier was verstellt. Aber egal, kriegen wir hin.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot.
Oh, doch nicht.
Looks to be a good one, Frank.
Oh, nestles inside 15 feet, so a birdie chance coming up for Rory.
A birdie chance.
This would be a huge momentum swing. This one's for birdie.
Okay. Okay.
Birdie
Yes.
straight out of the gate.
Beautifully done.
A fucking birdie! Folks.
I think making putts early in a round is very important. It sets the tone for the day and it gives you some positive momentum early. You see the ball go into the hole and it gives you confidence. You face a downhill putt at a US Open with greens that are as tricky as that, it just makes it even more difficult. I feel like you always face important putts no matter when it is, but obviously they're that much more important when, you know, it's the final round of a major.
Now over to the second. McIlroy with a challenging downhill putt. And I know it's early, but this is the type of putt that can really generate some momentum for the rest of the day.
Well, this putt's only 12 feet, Rich, but it's downhill. And because of that, it's going to be very, very fast. You're almost going to putt this like it's only about 8 feet long. Well, the speed of the green to take it the extra distance.
Oh.
Not that time, but not for lack of effort. Wouldn't call it a pressure-packed spot in this round, but you could sense that McIlroy knew with another birdie to start, he could have really applied some heat to Martin Keimer. So second shot here at the fourth, and this one sets up pretty well for McIlroy, doesn't it, Frank?
It's an easy one for him to work out. A little bit uphill, perhaps a club. And with 165 yards playing closer to 170, 175, still a birdie opportunity.
Club up to a 8 iron. Okay, move. Done.
It's a good strike, good swing by McIlroy. And no problem finding the putting surface.
No problem. Okay, you're on your own to complete that shit. Mega
Well, that would have been a
daneben.
bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Did the job right there.
Oh, enttäuschender Blick.
There's some times when there might be a wait on a tee box, or you've played your shot and you're waiting on your playing partners to hit their shots, and you just look around and you realize where you are, because you don't really you don't appreciate it that much whenever you're playing, and that's not what you're thinking about. You're thinking about trying to win a golf tournament and not really taking in the beauty of your surroundings.
So McIlroy set to tee off here on the long par 3 ninth hole, appropriately named Olympus for its high perch above the course. Just a stunning view.
And Rich, there's a great view from the front of this tee. You can really get a sense of the elevation change. Big drop off, so consequently you're going to hit a club or two less than you normally would for that yardage. And the green, that shapes a little bit to the player's right, so this one is going to have to be all carry.
Good looking shot right here.
And he's taken the trouble out of play.
Not a great shot, but not bad.
Really. This is an awkward length.
Oh, viel zu weit.
My goodness, what does a guy have to do to make a putt out here? Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. That's a nice confidence builder right there. You make those for par, and you keep things steady.
Dieser Klima ist vor mir. Das gefällt mir gar nicht. Ich muss ihm den Schläger über den Schädel ziehen.
And just like the lone fir tree, there is now one man with the lead. It's Martin Keimer. Rory McILROy now in second behind the German, looking at a difficult second shot here at the par 3 15th.
Rory facing a very difficult flop shot. It's going to be risky having to get the ball up so quick with very little green to work with. And this shot not only requires skill, but a high degree of precision. And at this point, critical to save par.
Hallo? Aim further to get back. Was? Achso. Ich check gar nichts hier. Ich sehe auch nichts so.
And he's made it onto the green.
Rich, you get that feeling if there's going to be a moment, I think that moment is now.
Nein!
Trying to clean this up, make his par.
Okay.
Final few holes to play, especially of a major championship like the US Open. You know, it's what you've worked so hard for. It's what, you know, you've put all those hours of practice in for, and you know, this is your moment. This is your moment to see what you've got against the best players in the world and test yourself at the ultimate level. There's obviously a lot of pressure. You know, you don't want to let an opportunity like this pass you by. You don't want to let it slip. So to stay really focused, really concentrated, try to take one shot at a time, try and put the result out of your mind, control what you can control. But saying that, it is difficult with so many things going on around you, whether it be the crowd or it could be the person that you're going up against. You know, there's so many things that you can't control, but you know, the things that you can control, that's what you have to concentrate on, and that's what you have to try and, you know, do to the best of your ability. And if you can do that, that's what gives you the best chance to try and win a huge tournament like the US Open.
You couldn't ask for much more than what we have right here. Two former US Open champions, 17th hole, tied for the lead, Martin Kaymer and Rory McILROY.
And Rich, it's easy to remember these types of situations, and it's as much about mental toughness as anything right now. The 17th hole is named Derailed, and I'm sure it's a great test for both men's mental toughness.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play, very solid.
Oh. So schlecht.
Rory now for par. They'll put a little pressure on Kaymer.
Ah, ein
That's
bisschen
just
zu
a
wenig
poor
Schwung
putt right
gehabt.
there.
Fuck.
No other way to say it. And a drop shot, bogey at 17. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Well, too bad, he gives one back.
Immerhin, immerhin. Unglaublich.
Frank, this has been just a fantastic week, and these last few shots are going
Wow.
to determine
Muss ich
the
denn jetzt
entire
noch
championship.
Rich, normally you'd think par on the 72nd hole would be good enough to win a US Open, but this par 5 is certainly reachable by these players. Par, no doubt, will not be good enough.
Okay. Wo ist denn das Loch? Da hinten. Fick die Wand. Schlagen wir es mal hier hin. Mit dem dicksten, was wir haben. Und dann gucken wir mal. Sauber.
What a great
Danke.
drive on the final hole.
Danke.
Frank, the great thing about these major championships is the slow build-up to moments just like this, and then it gets really tense.
It's a dream scenario, Rich. You just dream that you're going to have the two best players in the game buying it out, coming down to the very last hole. That's exactly what we
Aber
have
eins
right now.
verstehe ich jetzt nicht.
So
Ist der
far,
linke
they've provided
große
great
Pfeil
golf.
oder der
It's gonna
rechte
take
kleine
something
Pfeil, das wo
even
er
better
landet?
than that right now to determine who's going to win.
Irritiert mich voll. So, da will ich dich hin haben. Bam, bam. Wie schräg ist denn das überhaupt? Das könnte übel werden. Also nochmal, da hoch. Schlagen wir den dahin. Und gib ihm! Oh, das ist zu doll.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Okay.
Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Okay.
You wonder what he's thinking on that.
Kann ich da nicht mit einem Segway hinfahren? Was soll denn das? So. Was haben wir jetzt? Da müssen wir hinschlagen. Was sagt der Wind? Leichter Gegenwind. Dann schwenken wir mal dahin. So. Probieren wir es mal. Nicht mit voller Kraft. Das ist viel zu stark gewesen.
Can still birdie the closing hole.
Nee, das ist zu weit weg.
McIlroy now trying to apply a little pressure to Martin Keimer. This is for birdie.
Oh, fuck. Rückenwind. Ich will einmal lieber zu schwach schlagen als einmal zu doll. Oh, komm. Der ist aber
Frankie took
weit
plenty of
ab von
time on
dem
this
Weg, was
birdie.
er mir
He looked at
angezeigt
it from
hat.
3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
The door was open, but Martin Keimer slammed it shut. Keimer, the U.S. Open champion yet again. It came down to the final hole. Keimer really put on a show. This will forever be remembered as one of the best finishes in major championship history.
Lose a lead or you lose a major, or it doesn't quite work out the way you had hoped. At that moment in time there's obviously a lot of disappointment, but I think that passes and you use that as motivation for the next one, and that's the only way you can view it. You can't feel sorry for yourself, or you can't get down about it, because what's happened's happened. The past is the past, and you move on. But you use it as motivation not to let it happen again. My toughest loss was the 2011 Masters, when I had a 4-shot lead going into the final round, and completely blew up on the back nine. It was a very tough moment for me. It was very disappointing, but I used that as motivation to say to myself, that's not going to happen again. That's not the player I am. That's not the player I want to be. I used it in a way that 70 days later, I won my first US Open and my first major. So sometimes disappointments can be catalysts for good things to happen in the future, and it's just how you react to it. And I feel like, if you react to your disappointments in the right way, they can be very beneficial.
Wow, das war jetzt das Intro. Was haben wir noch? Play a round of golf. Available for free. Test your golf skills in a variety of over-the-top challenge. Create a golfer and build your legacy. Around, complete, head-to-head. Einfach mal ein Random. Einfach mal random.
Coverage coming your way is presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Hello again and welcome, Rich Lerner, alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo, here in the state of Washington, getting ready for a wonderful day of golf. Chambers Bay, the site of the action. And Frank, what can you tell us about this course?
Well, if you're not looking at the golf course today, you can certainly look at the scenery, which is fantastic today. The water is just glistening. Those Olympic mountains are just standing out there in the background. But once your mind drifts back to the golf course, you're going to have your game today. Firm and fast, going to play like a true lynx.
Is the wind a factor?
It is. You get some of those cross breeze holes, then all of a sudden you really better know exactly how you're striking the ball. Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
Fraction off the center and headed to the right. On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Rory McILROY looking to take advantage with this putt. That's not how you picture it, Frank, when you step on that first tee.
No, you'd like to go back to that first tee right now and start again.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. That's a poor putt to start.
Wicked, to say the least.
+1 in the early going.
Yes, und die 30 Minuten sind auch schon rum mit dem letzten Einlochen. Ich hoffe, es hat euch ein bisschen gefallen. Ihr habt einen kleinen Eindruck bekommen vom Spiel. Vielleicht habt ihr selber Bock drauf oder sagt, um Gottes Willen, nein, niemals. Es ist euch selber überlassen. Auf jeden Fall konntet ihr mal einen kleinen Einblick bekommen. Vielen Dank fürs Zusehen. Schaut wieder rein. Bleibt gesund. Bis bald.